Britney! As many of you know, Britney Spears' on-again, off-again boyfriend, former felon Paul Soliz, is bad news. The out of a conservatorship and semi-retired pop star met this guy because he was hired to work at her house. They clearly didn't do a great job at background checking somebody that's going to be working around somebody with severe mental health issues. Some of Paul Soliz's greatest hits include possession of a firearm by a felon, child endangerment, driving without a license, and disturbing the peace. He also is a father to at least 9 children that we know of. 9 children. And also he's currently married to not Britney Spears. But this week, on Wednesday, Paul Soliz's wife has finally filed for divorce. And Paul has taken 3 of their kids in a potentially illegal manner. Kidnapping, according to his mother-in-law. Sandra Smith is Paul Soliz's mother-in-law. Her daughter, Nicole Mancilla, has multiple children with Paul Soliz. And in a brand new interview that just came out, Sandra Smith alleges the following. He took 3 of the kids. We're trying to get those kids back. Soliz and Nicole Mancilla have been married for 8 years. They share 5 children together. The mother-in-law claims that Paul does not pay child support for any of his kids, and she claims that Paul is trying to move them all into Britney Spears' home. Please don't do that, Britney. Please don't do that. Paul's mother-in-law very lovingly says he's a loser. He says that I stressed him out because I called him deadbeat dad. I mean, isn't it not the truth? It seems like the truth, right? Earlier this year, Paul's wife gave an interview herself where she said, "My husband fell in Britney Spears' Pussy. He was married and now he denies his children. He neglects his children for her." And yes, remember Sam Asghari, Britney's ex-husband, who seemed like a relatively decent, comparatively guy, nice, to actually care for Britney? He believed that Britney was cheating on him. Yeah. And then literally almost immediately after things ended with Sam, Britney was with Paul, the housekeeper. And yes, Paul is also the same dude that has repeatedly gotten into fights with Britney Spears, most notably a very public incident at the Chateau Marmont. And yes, Britney Spears herself has publicly blasted Paul Soliz for using her and for betraying her by calling the paparazzi, she believes. And yet they're back on again. Why? And not only that, she's already playing stepmom to his children. Just a few weeks ago, about 6 weeks ago, Britney was spotted at a trampoline park in the Los Angeles area with Paul's children. Oh, God. Tots and pears. Tots and pears. Thoughts on everything that I have shared? Let me know in the comments section.